city manager and chief financial officer, just to have a press conference to make the public aware of the incredible stewardship of public funds that's once again taking place here in the city of Columbia. Here, happy and proud to announce that the Government Finance Officers Association has awarded the Certificate for Achievement for Excellence in Financial Reporting to the City of Columbia. The GFOA Award is the gold standard for recording financial stewardship, the trust of public funds that literally this year has been challenged in incredibly significant ways, as we've seen as we dealt with the greatest pandemic since 1918, the greatest social unrest since 1968, economic disruption probably since the Great Depression, to show once again that the leadership at the city is solid, that the fiscal stewardship is on point, that the leadership of Jeff and Teresa Wilson and his entire team and our finance department, as well as our city council, and being, again, a good steward of public funds is so important. Again, this is the 6th year in a row, the highest form of recognition in the area of government accounting and financial reporting. And its attainment represents a significant accomplishment by government and certainly by its management. I want to personally thank Jeff Palin, thank Janice Alonso, and everyone on our finance staff for the continued sound and thorough dedication to maintaining and accounting in our city's financial management. We're getting the job done. We're working our tails off for the people of Columbia as we even try to work through systemic challenges that have been real for the city since 1786. Getting this award, Jeff, again, the 6th year in a row, I just want to say thank you to you all for the incredible work that you've done. We have now seen budget surpluses in 8 of the last 11 years. We've lowered property taxes by over 12 mils over the last decade and continue to lead the revitalization of not just the central business district, but across the city. So I just want to thank you for your leadership. And I'm going to pass it off to you for some comment, and then we'll be happy to take some questions from the press.
Sure. Thank you, Mayor. As you mentioned, this past week we were notified by the Government Finance Officers Association of the United States and Canada that the city was awarded the Certificate of Achievement for Excellence in Financial Reporting for our comprehensive annual financial report. This means that the city's annual report was judged by a panel. It met high standards of their program. That includes demonstrating that we had a constructive spirit of full disclosure to clearly communicate our financial story and to motivate users to read the report. The Certificate of Achievement is the highest form of recognition in the area of government accounting and reporting, and its attainment really represents a significant accomplishment by not just staff, but by the city, its management, and everyone involved. On that note, I want to recognize the support provided by you, Mayor, the members of City Council, and the city manager. The direction and resources you have provided have allowed our finance director, Jan Alonso, our deputy finance director, Amy Larkin, our city treasurer, Jessica Barlow, and the entire finance team to maintain the level of this achievement for the past 6 years. And I'm confident that staff will continue this effort for the years to come. So with that, I want to thank you, Mayor, for this opportunity to recognize our staff. Thank you.
Thank you, Jeff. Thank you so much. Well, good deal. Well, any questions from our dedicated press corps you might have? I'll take the easy ones. Mr. Palin gets the tough ones.
Hey, Mayor, I don't know if you can hear me. This is Chris Trainer at the State. How you doing?
Hey, Chris. How everybody?
And this could be for you or probably Jeff. I mean, this is the 6th year you guys have gotten this, and before that 6-year run, it had been like a decade since you've gotten this acknowledgement. And not to cast anything back toward anybody in the past, but I mean, how do you get this? What do you have to do to attain this?
You want to start, Jeff? I will. I would actually. I'll start briefly, and then I'll let Jeff answer the question in a more substantive way. I think the I would encourage you to go back and look at your newspaper's editorial pages from a decade ago, and look at them and compare them to what we're discussing today and have been able to do for the last several years under the leadership of the incredible team we have at the city, policymakers, staff, true professionals. It has been a journey that's been a journey focused on creating a vibrant, healthy city. And I couldn't be more proud of Jeff and his team being led by our council that had to make tough decisions. And as a result, the entire city is benefiting from it. Jeff?
Sure. So really, if you go back to, you bring back, we'll call it the dark period of time. So we went from probably 2006 through 2013, where we did not receive the certificate of achievement. Some of y'all will recall Jan Alonzo, others that came to work at the city in the late 2000s, began kind of reconstructing things that we had been doing, putting together the documents. When we talk about this award and we talk about the CAFR, which is the Comprehensive Annual Financial Report, it's about a 150-page document. We do post that. It's out on the website. It goes out there each year, and a lot of thought goes into it. It starts off with just discussion of what the city has done over the past year, along with things coming up. It has about 40 to 50 pages of our financial statements for each of the funds. It really provides a good history as you look at it, going back to times that maybe were a little troubling over a decade ago to where we're at today, where we do have, the mayor has mentioned, stronger financial fund balances in many of our funds, and just overall stronger financials. But looking at the report at 150 pages, it's not just the financial statements. GFOA has different recommendations for how we present the material, so that it's not just you, the citizen, reading it going, oh, that's great, it's a financial statement, I don't really know what all that means. The second 80 pages of the report have a lot of statistics and information that really, a lot of times when people start reading into it, they'll find different parts that they might find of interest that talks anything, whether it's from population growth to growth of just things going on in the city. So there's a lot of wealth of information, and there's a lot of requirements from GFOA to receive the award. So staff really started working hard back in 2009 and 10, and I'd say that culminated with getting the award for the first time in many years back in 2013 and 2014. So staff has maintained that. Each year there's small changes that occur and new requirements that come out from the National Association on what you have to report in that. But the staff under leadership of Jan Alonzo and her entire team have really worked to keep up with all of those updates. And I mentioned it before, I see that effort continuing, and we will have this type of good news each year going forward.
Transparent and accountable government. Any other questions? Well, thank you. I see some of our members of the press may have joined a little later. Joshua, you want to indicate how this is going to be available on YouTube in its entirety as well? Will it be on the city website? Oh, fantastic. Thank you for joining us today. We've been endeavoring for the last decade to build the most talented, educated, entrepreneurial city in America. That starts with fiscal accountability, transparency, and just thinking big about what this city can do. What our team has been able to accomplish over the last decade, not only receiving this award for 6 years straight, but lowering your tax bills, finishing with budget surpluses, investing into sound, thoughtful, transparent 21st century policing infrastructure, and not just water and sewer, but also stormwater infrastructure to deal with some of the existential threats like climate change. We're getting the job done, and couldn't be more proud to be mayor of a city staffed by 2,300 incredible civil servants like Jeff Palin. So thank you so much for joining us today. God bless you.